I think you hear these guys outside here screaming at us. Of course, these are a bunch of crazy protesters, but I'll tell you. And the voices that you hear out there, those crazy communists, they have no roots. They have no connections to the city. So we're going to ignore these stupid white hippies that all need to go home and take a nap because they're all over 90 years old. We are not going to let the communists destroy a great American city, let alone the nation's capital.
You big Nazi!
Climate justice! Free!
Of my city!
The press says he's a dictator, he's trying to take over. No, all I want is security for our people. But people that haven't gone out to dinner in Washington, D.C. in 2 years are going out to dinner, and the restaurants the last 2 days were busier than they've been in a long time.
So, we decided to bring the Secretary of Defense and Stephen Miller to bring you guys some burgers. You guys bust your ass all day, we give you a hamburger. Not a fair trade, but we're grateful for everything you guys do.
I know, I always liked a good cheeseburger when I was in uniform, so hopefully we can deliver a few of those.
A couple of years ago, when I brought my kids here, they were being screamed at by violent vagrants, and it was scaring the hell out of my kids. And one of the things that we've done already in Union Station in just 9 days is we've made it a place where people can walk around safely. They can bring their kids again. We've brought some law and order back to Washington, D.C.
They're here to help clean up the city, and I understand the message. Next year, America's going to be 250 years old. Let's have a nice, shiny city for that.
It's just been a lot of chaos. People using the bathroom out here. People selling drugs all day long. They should have a long time ago because you got tourists walking up and down here. You got City Center 2 blocks away where people are spending $1,000 and don't even feel safe coming back to their hotel rooms with the goods that they've just purchased there. You know what I mean?
So why is the National Guard here? It's all for show. You can look out in front of Union Station and see it's all for show. They leave at 10 p.m. every night. When does crime happen? They're not doing anything about crime. It's absurd. It's all a distraction.
Is bringing in tanks and troops as they cut funding for healthcare and for housing. The power is in the people, and that is why Pegsteth and J.D. Vance are here today, because they're afraid.
I feel like we are on the knife's edge of a moment in history. We have the fascist, tyrannical wannabe playbook. We've seen it play out in hundreds of places.
Polls show that a majority of DC residents don't support the Guard here. So what's your message to the majority of DC residents?
I'm highly skeptical that a majority of DC residents don't want their city to have better public safety and more reasonable safety standards within Washington, D.C. I don't know what poll you're talking about. Maybe the same polls that said Kamala Harris will win the popular vote by 10 points.
And the voices that you hear out there, those crazy communists, they have no roots. They have no connections to the city. They have no families they are raising in this city. They have no one that they are sending to school in this city. They have no jobs in this city. But they're the ones who've been advocating for the 1%. The criminals, the killers, the rapists, the drug dealers. So we're going to ignore these stupid white hippies that all need to go home and take a nap.
The crime is minimal here. There's not really a lot of crime here. They should be deployed all over the city if he's going to deploy them, not just in one area. It looks like window dressing to me.
Make people come in from other states to sit outside of Union Station? Make it make sense.
Focusing on areas that really don't have a lot of crime.
Crime statistics manipulated by the DC police.
Well, I think that crime statistics all over our country were massively underreported. We don't have to live like this. We do not have to allow our cities to be taken over by violence and by disorder and by chaos. The President of the United States thinks that he has to extend this order to ensure that people have access to public safety, then that's exactly what he'll do.
We are playing human whack-a-mole. By evicting encampments, they are guaranteeing to see more encampments. Instead of wasting it on militarizing our streets, we should focus on getting folks housing and support they need.
I will just reiterate 465 total arrests and counting since the start of this operation. Those are pretty remarkable results. If not for this task force and their high level of coordination and the leadership of this president, there would have been 465 more violent criminals on the streets of this capital that you all live in every day. So I think we should all be very grateful for that.
Thank you. Thank you. Got to be very careful. You don't want to slip or fall like somebody else I know. Well, I just want to thank everybody very much for being here. I wanted to do this. We've had some incredible results. The results have come out, and it's like a different place. It's like a different city. It's the capital. It's going to be the best in the world. We're going to do what you're doing with law enforcement. It's a healthy, attractive looking group of people. One of them said he's gone out 4 nights in a row, and he hadn't gone out for 4 years. When I look at you people, I understand why, because there's no games, right? We're not playing games. We're going to make it safe.
You f***ing Nazis! Out of my city!
This is the guy who thinks people don't deserve law and order in their own community.
Mr. Vice President, how did it go?
I just want to thank everybody very much. I had a victory today. You know, they stole $550 million from me with a fake case, and it was overturned. They said this was a fake case. It's a terrible thing, but that's a nice victory, you know? I mean, it's not bad. There was a witch hunt, and I've had more witch hunts than any human being, I think, in history. And here we are, we're the President of the United States, so it didn't work out too well for them. Well, we have to fight, we have to win, because we have to win.
They're out here working midnights every night because they love our country, they love our city, and they love you. They're all telling me that. Are we going to get to meet look at them getting a thumbs up. They're all out here going, are we going to meet the President? I told you. So, and I think you brought some food for him, didn't you, President?
So we have great hamburgers cooked by the White House, and we have pizza that I said, don't do it in the White House because we went to a place that makes the best pizza. So we'll concede, but we have a lot of it, so we're going to have some fun. We'll eat, and I'll eat with you, and we're going to have a little fun. We're going to celebrate, but then we're going to get back to work, and we're going to take care of these criminals. We're going to put them where they have to be. You're going to say, don't play around with us. Don't play around with us. So let's go have something to eat. You're going to like the hamburgers? Would you rather have hamburgers from the White House or pizzas from a good place, huh?
I do see less homeless people walking into my business.
Free DC! Free DC! Free DC! Trump got us under siege.
I think it just makes people angrier, and I don't think that they're actually doing anything productive to make our city a safer place.
And I never understood this. American leaders decided it was compassionate to allow people to fester on the streets.
What is happening to the people who are homeless, often poor, often have a mental health problem or a drug problem? Where are they actually going when these encampments are being broken?
The question betrays a certain misunderstanding of what we're trying to do and what is the nature of real compassion. I talked earlier about my son being harassed at Union Station a couple of years ago. Now, first, as a father, you have some vagrant screaming crazy stuff. I'm sure a lot of us have had this experience where, as a father, my first reaction is grab my son closer, make sure that he's safe. But then you think, wait a second, why have we convinced ourselves that it's compassionate to allow a person who's obviously a schizophrenic or suffering from some other mental illness, why is it compassionate to let that person fester in the streets? You see them, they're...
Do you see the administration putting soldiers in the city of Atlanta?
Well, look, what we've done is we have focused on Washington, D.C. because it's a federal city under our jurisdiction, but we certainly hope that whether it's Atlanta or anywhere else, people are going to look around and say, we don't have to live like this. It turns out if you just go and arrest the bad guys, you can have cities and streets that are safe again. And we hope that people see what we're doing in Washington, D.C. and follow our example all across the country.
And this place was emblematic of it with the crime, the horrible crime. One of the things we're going to be redoing is your parks. I'm very good at grass because I have a lot of golf courses all over the place. I know more about grass than any human being, I think, anywhere in the world. And we're going to be regrassing all of your parks, all brand new sprinkler systems, the best that you can buy. And it's going to happen fast. It's going to go up like a miracle. So you do the job on safety and I'll get this place fixed up physically. They've been up for 40 years. They look like hell. And everybody's safe now. Everybody feels safe. When people come in from the airport all the way to the Capitol or the White House or any place else they're going to say, boy, this place is spotless.